Nice and light, flow it up, keep together.
Come on, boys!
Nice and bouncy. Good guy, son.
What's happened? Played Thursday, under 18s game. Poor touch from me, and then some guys just come through on my ankle. And on Monday, when I saw the physio, said I've done a little ligament in my ankle, and then some bone damage. But hopefully, it shouldn't be out for that long. I should hopefully be back soon.
Okay. Gutted to be missing out tonight?
Yeah, obviously it's a big game, want to be involved in it, and want to see how far we can go in it. So yeah, gutted to be out, but still here supporting the boys.
Yeah, confident they're going to do the business?
Yeah, I'm confident they're going to win. I mean, from the last round, we played really well. So if we can carry that on into this round, then yeah, we'll win easily.
I can't say anything else other than listen, I wish you all the very best, yeah? Okay, relax, enjoy, and play what happens. Get yourselves in there as a group. As a group. Come on, no stragglers, we'll sort the kit out.
My name's Jamie Souza. I'm the lead Academy Girls coach here. Also lead the Thurlow Nunn reserve team on a Saturday afternoon as well, working with the second year boys there. Had other roles, been the EGA under 13s manager, EGA under 14s manager, and also work as Craig Powers number 2 in the Essex Suffolk Border League. Been here for about 3 years now, just over 3 years, yeah. And it also come about really just by an odd conversation with Danny Laws. He was my tutor on my FA level 2 some time ago. Conversations started happening about me wanting to come on board with weekend football just to learn really and volunteer, which I did. And then this sort of role I'm in now is born out of that really.
Listen, you've done a decent warm up. I've looked at that. That bodes well for starting fast, doesn't it? Do you understand what I mean? Actually, when I mean starting fast, I don't mean with the ball so much. I mean first tackle. Are you going to wait for a bollocking from Danny Laws, or are you going to be in the game early doors? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. You'll be a little bit nervous because it is a big game, but then you just get that nerves and you settle down and you play your football. All right. But we don't need to reinvent the wheel in the first 5 minutes, do we? And take liberties in the first 5. We get to the ball first, and then when we get it, we move it to a yellow. All right. Everyone happy with that? Everyone happy with that? The way to start the game. Yeah. Really important. Don't wait for a bollocking for me for not running. Get hold of people, get hold of yourself and start shutting people down when we need to after traps are set. Get your marking right, get your verbals right. Liam, you vocally were brilliant last game. And let's take that forward from there. Do you understand me? Yeah. You take that forward. You're buzzy, you're chirpy, but you're first to the ball. And then when it's time, when we don't need to take liberties in wrong areas in minute 1, we settle down and we get playing, don't we? Yeah?
Sam Gerlin, 18 years of age, centre midfielder. I've been at the club for about 18 months now, and I come here off a recommendation, and having seen and heard a lot of good things, my mind was pretty much made up.
You don't have to win the game in the first 5 minutes, but you have to make sure people know you're about in the first 5 minutes. Do you agree with that? Yeah. You don't have to win the game, but you have to start fast with your intent. And your intent is about your tempo. All right? Your tempo without the ball, that's massive.
What did each coach bring to the table? Let's start from the top. Danny Laws, a robust manager with probably one of the best coaching brains I've ever come across at BE, and learning from him is brilliant. Dave Canning probably adds to that robust nature. He's always been in with Danny with the big games, and I think he offers a good tactical viewpoint on matches, and he's not bad at running the set play. Craig Power, probably the best tactical coach. The way he breaks down games and builds a strategy to win them is impressive, really impressive. I've learnt loads from working with him as well. Who else we got? Louis Rebeniak, I think we say it, don't we?
My name's Louis Rebeniak.
Something like that, Louis H. Yeah,
My name's Louis Rebeniak.
yeah, whatever his name is.
My name's Louis Rebeniak.
He half volleys balls at goalie keepers, and he batters a side net and on some of his rubbish crosses. But he's a good lad. He bounces around the place. He's got loads and loads of energy. Gav Peters, yeah, again, loads of energy. Runs a buzzy warm up. Gets about the teams. A really good personality to have around the place.
And yourself?
And myself. What do I bring to the table? I don't know. I just rock up Monday to Friday, really, and try and improve players. Well, no, I try to put everything into place that I've learnt over the last few years off of Craig and Danny, really, mostly. I bring a lot of motivation. I think I'm a good man manager, and tactically I'm learning still, and I think I try to just impart a little bit of knowledge every day on someone different.
I want you to be big and strong. I want you to deal with the front two. All right, the front two are going to be lively. You've got to make sure we get our cover on all the time. If they play a front two, you go toe to toe. Don't be having Lewis O'Malley coming back doing your job. Do your job yourself. Come through and win your headers, and then maybe you can pick the pieces. And we've got Gerlin and Tyso either side picking it up. All right, Freddie King and Ralph. So we ain't having a big debate at half time. What pitch side means? It means if Liam Bennett's winning a header, it's been slammed down his throat and he's winning a header, you're on the right hand side and you're facing him. So Liam Bennett's there and we're here. Yep. If Harry Critchley's got it at his feet and he's looking for a centre forward, you ran 60 yards across the pitch to show you got it faced. Do you understand me? Pitch side, not waiting for some diag. What ain't going to happen? The only person I'm hitting on a diag is Liam Bennett or Harry Critchley. Alright? Once we get it in the final third, then you can spin wide, can't you? Either side. Start breaking and start moving. You got that, Fred? Yep. Ralphie? Good boy.
There's a few contenders, but if I had to pick one again, I'd say that the goal in the final at Portman Road last season, it meant so much. Having worked so hard to get to the final, and then it was almost like a reward, but I feel like I deserved the goal based on my performance. It just meant a lot, so I'd say that one.
Okay, boys, listen. Enough preparation. I like the fact that the game has come round quick because I'm picturing what we were like at Hornchurch. And listen to me. At Hornchurch, to a man, we were on the money. All right, that was a big night. That one. That was a chance to get to the next round, to reach our goal as such, and we delivered. We delivered to a man. You were brilliant in the prep sessions. You were brilliant before. You were brilliant during, and then you got your results and your rewards afterwards. And that should be fresh in your mind. That should be fresh in your mind. There weren't a player here. There weren't a person in this room who weren't 7 out of 10 or above against Hornchurch, and that was only 10 days ago. All right. So you think back what you did well against Hornchurch, that you were a team player, you were honest, you worked for everybody, and then you take it from there. Do you understand? Because we're rolling from that game into this game, and that's what I want us to build upon. No game is the same, as I said. No game is the same, but we have got to come here with the same intent. We've got to come here looking for the same result, and we've got to come here and look to dominate this football match as much as we have. All right? Mark, Gav, Louis, anybody?
Quick one for me. Don't leave it in here, fellas. Get it out there, pour it out, and win the game. Come on.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've done enough talking, haven't we? Yeah, he's right. When we get on the pitch, that's where it counts. He's absolutely spot on. Warm up, all right, Gav?
Yeah, spot
People
on.
are buzzing.
Absolutely buzzing. I think, boys, you're ready to go, mate.
If I was going to spend Christmas dinner, it would have to be Craig. It'd have to be Craig, I think. You know, me and him come as a pair anyway. So it'd be like our normal mandates at the Beagle. That's something that happens anyway, Steve. To be honest, me and Craig, yeah. Loads of Christmas dinner, bit of Christmas pudding, and then cuddle up on the sofa with him to watch some rubbish telly. That's my ideal Christmas. Might even do it this year actually. I'll wait in a minute.
All right, listen, boys. Listen. We take each game as it comes, and we take tonight right here, right now. Do you understand? Do you understand? We don't look beyond tonight. Let's get the result and see what it takes. Come in, boys! Let's go! Wish each other all the best.
Boys, concentration levels the whole time. Get them up there. Keep them there. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Discipline as well, boys. Keep your discipline.
Come on. Work hard. Work harder than them. Work harder than them all over the pitch. So say that.
I'd have to go back to the game at Portman Road again, the final, the Suffolk Primary Cup final. There was a lot of build-up to that game, all through the competition. That was the end goal, and once we got there, it was just a great experience. So yeah, I'd have to say that one.
Who were you playing against that day?
Old Newton.
What are you saying, Freddie King? Should we not take liberties first five? Freddie! Freddie! First five, I said just play! She's sitting there. Good, Freddie. Much better, Freddie. Ref! Time.
Go on, Landon.
He's offside.
Hey, Cabs, on me.
Alright, follow.
It's swinging, Tom. On me. My line.
Oh, boys, nothing, run.
Just watch him. Hang on, do shit. Just watch him. Yeah.
Away.
Oh, get there. Tom, yours. Get out to it.
Who's in the box? Well played, Liam! Well played, Liam! I think Harry's easy. Harry, face up! Freddie's done everything. Ready for that. Bit of composure there, Harry. Get a shot off, Ralph! I need a product! Wait! Bennett! 2 things! On recovery, watch the ball! 2! Choose the footballer, not the centre out! Choose the footballer! Go, Fred! Good, Tice! Good! Reece, well done for getting tight then, look at the ball! Be aware! Tice, so, Gurlin, Mayhew, just make the run! Make the run! Narrow off, Gurlin! Narrow off, Tice! Right foot free kicks round the box, it's got your name on it. Let's all do our jobs. Let's do our jobs and stick to the plan, shall we? Lewis, it needs better technique. The last 3 things you've done technique have been shocking. You can't side foot one into centre midfield.
Decent. Come on, boys. Hit it, hit it.
Come on, Josh! You broke the rules as well. You broke the rules. You don't go pressing.
That's recording them.
You wait for Tyson. You stay so they don't play behind you. Mark the 7, lads. Mark the 7. O'Malley, why are you getting stretched down there?
It's going to be very hard.
Liam, keep getting out. Keep getting out.
Listen up, please. The first thing I'll say is that I believe that the boys in this room are good enough to go on and win a game. They are good enough to go on and win a game, and they're also and I've also talked about character. So there's no point Danny Law's talking about character, togetherness and group if he doesn't believe it, and I do believe it. I'm not a liar. Yeah, I don't lie. If I thought we needed to be, if the group needed more, then I'd mix the group up. But the group's fine, so the group's going to have to get through. All right? Okay.
That would have to be Paige Clementson. She would absolutely run rings around me. There's no way I'm keeping up with her. Her long legs just go and she flies, and there's just no catching her. There's no way any day of the week that I'd be wanting to be marking her. She'd be the one.
So I'm being positive, right? I want to be positive because I've got the group and I've got the players. And under different circumstances, when we hit the post twice, and we've probably had 3 other clear-cut chances, if they go in, then they're not going to sit off the ball, are they? They're going to have to come out. But unfortunately, the classics happened and none of them went in, and then they have one chance and it goes in. So it's classic counter-attack, you've been done by. So all you've got to do is score the next goal. Because then all of a sudden, they won't change, but they'll have to change if we take our chances. Do you understand me?
Yeah. Well, I get on with most of the boys really well, but if I had to pick one, we get ribbed a little bit, but it'd be probably Jack Renwick. I knew him before, I played at Brentwood with him, so if I had to name one, I'd probably say him.
I want you to learn from the time that you played Gasrec in the final, where they just sat off you and their goalkeeper pulled off about 15 good saves, and you lost a big cup game. It's the last game you lost as a group, proper game. Yeah, last proper game you lost as a group, and their goalie's pulling off 3 or 4 good saves. So when we get a chance, I need a bit of magic. I honestly need a bit of magic to go in, because at Gasrec, they deserve to win that night. Gasrec, they deserve to win. They've done a job on us, and at the moment, you've got to hand them a little bit of credit. They've had a bit of luck with the 2 what have hit the post. That's a totally different game, but then they've gone and just dropped in, and they're trying to catch us on the counter. Agreed?
TV programme. Game of Thrones. Ice cream flavour. Oh, strawberry. I'm always off to Orlando.
Right. If it is the only option, right, when we're building play up, that you can't split pass and you can't run and release, the more times you can, the better, because they you know, and in their moments when it opens up, you can call it transition, but moments, if you can't run release or you can't split pass, yeah, what you've got to try and do is get the ball around the outside.
I love the chase. I love a bit of the chase. Got to be vanilla. Chelsea, Valencia, Spain.
What's the next way you can deal with you can deal with them standing off?
M30.
Yeah. Can you be direct? Have they coped when we've gone direct?
No, not really.
No. So we need a bit of a plan to go direct. And I actually think now, if Husey does have the ball here, or Langridge here, and it's something we've practiced, yeah, because you are going. If they're going to stand off, you're going to have the ball, right? And there's only so much we can feed, and then we can try and do what I've just said, right? How about hitting Freddie on a diag and Harry? In fact, Harry even made a diag once off you, Reese, or off you in there, Girling. How about sticking it on their centre half and let's get in some territory in there? Let's see if their centre half makes an absolute howler and heads it back in the pitch, and we're right there.
Yeah, so my AFC Sudbury debut was about 3 years in the making. I had to earn my stripes. I come up my old stomping ground, Grunsborough. I've had some time there as a 16, 17, 18-year-old. So to go back there and get my 92nd debut, playing up front with Shane Temple, I basically just said to him, win everything in the air and I'll run and beyond. He had one chance to win a ball and failed to do so. And yeah, it was a good run-out. Probably the best player I've ever played with. But no, it was a really good experience with the boys, and we've had loads of banter since, you know how it is. But no, they're good lads, and you know, I think Craig missed me on a Saturday. I think he wants me to play more often, but you know, duty calls.
If they just drop and they want us to play out from the back as well, right? Again, you can put. I want you to set this up. Lewis O'Malley, Freddie, Ralph, Ethan, Tyso, Girling. Yeah, bang. Lewis O'Malley helps it on. No runners. 3v2. Do you get that? Bang it to Lewis O'Malley. Win the header. Ethan's already gone. Ethan's already there. He's starting there. He's not winning the first one for Freddie, or Freddie's winning the first one to Ralph. We're going bang. Lewis O'Malley hit it on to Ethan and Freddie and Ralph, and then fullbacks go bang, and we're in that way, and just go right in and start there. So you're a target now off our goalie when we go long. You.
The best dance moves I'd have to give to Ralph Kabanga. He's got a bit. He's got a few moves. And worse, it's got to be Sam Wright. I've seen him on the dance floor. He ain't got it.
Because I've got to be honest, I watched the Gas Rep game and you ran out of ideas. You ran out of ideas. And I'm not having to go at Craig or anybody, but you weren't given that sort of plan. You weren't given 5 options about how to beat a low block. I've just given you 5 must-dos to beat a low block. One of them is in transition. Can our counter be tight? Yeah? So you get it in space, you run forward, and you two give me some quality. And then you two bomb on. 1. Second one, if you run and release, your aim is to get the ball. If you run and release, you will split people and you'll just go for it. Again, you. But if you have to play a bit of movement side to side, the plan is to get Liam in there. Liam and Harry in there. A lot higher. Before you go direct on a regain, before you go direct on a diagonal, but it's not for the perfect ball, it's to win the second ball. That's your 4th option you got, what you didn't have against Gas Red. And the 5th one is we be direct anyway from Sam Wright. And in transition there, then the fullbacks go in. It's 5 options you didn't do in the second half against Gas Red. You ran out of ideas against Gas Red. Now I'll give you 5 ideas. And then 5 ideas are to win the football game.
I'd say there's a couple of contenders, but if I had to pick one, and this isn't particularly a general thing, but there was one occasion where Reece Langridge brought out a pair of brown bros, so I'd have to stick him under the bus and say Reece Langridge.
I'm even tempted, when we talk about going around the side and getting Harry and Liam in, I'm tempted to go wing backs, because that is so on, because I don't want them as fullbacks receiving. But I'm not. I think we've got the players and the personnel. Final thing. Group togetherness, brilliant. It's going to need some special players, right? And at the moment, I've got a few on 6.5 out of 10, and I ain't really got many on 8. Can't think of many who are on 8. You beat Hornchurch because we had everybody minimum 7. some on 8. Ellis Girling was on 8, Liam Bennett was on 8 plus. Yeah? Ethan Mayer was not far off either. At the moment, I think you need to be honest with yourself. If you were to analyse your ball retention, your magic, whatever, your distribution, your first touch, whatever, there's boys in this room who have not hit 7 yet. So you can be the best group of boys you want in the world. If you ain't got boys on ability who can hit 7 out of 10, you go out the cup. So you need to take personal responsibility and say, I personally can play better. And if you do that, with the 5 choices I'll give you to beat a low block, we're in the next round. Let's go. Massive 45. Come on.
Yeah. Well done. Oh, good ball in. Good, Ralph. That's a great pass from Ralphie. Get on, Ralphie. Go first, yeah. Get out.
The equalising goal for AFC Sudbury came after 48 minutes and 30 seconds and was scored by number 46, Ralph Kamangu.
No cross! Oh, in on that. Go on, Chris. Oh! Well done. Come on, Sudbury! Stay with them. Stay with them. Away! That's decent. Yeah! Yeah!
Keep going!
Second goal for AFC Sudbury came after 55 minutes and 14 seconds. Scored by number 32, Freddie King.
Yeah, Freddie!
How's it going, Graham?
All right.
How's it going? How's Sudbury doing?
Winning. Don't take me.
Determination.
Yes! Oh! Good! No goal, people.
How's it going, Clive?
Very good.
Good team, Freddie! All over him, Freddie!
Good runners!
Good save! Freddie's Fred, love it! Hey, that's got to be it, right?
That is your 4, ref.
If I had to go with the best, based on his performance in America, I'd have to say Jay Corlock. He was loving it out there. He was good with the ladies. Let's just put it that way. And if I had to say the worst, it'd have to be Matt Waldridge. He's got no chat. He don't know what he's doing. He freezes up. Yeah, I'm sticking him under the bus for that one. Matt Waldridge.
Sudbury. Ireland
I'm out. Both stands. Let's go now.
Okay, 7 hurdles, lads, innit? 7 hurdles. Good teams will play in May. Good teams will win 7 cup games on the bounce, and it's still October. All right, needed everything, didn't it? Yeah. All right, your ability is probably one of the first times actually where you've really certain individuals really come of age and took information on at half time and really lifted it in the second half. You know that Josh Hughes, you were one of them. You know, you listened to Danny Laws and you said bias, yeah, and you hit it into areas and it worked, yeah. Sam Gerlin, Sam Gerlin, the amount of times you found Harry Critchley high up in the second half, so you listened at half time. All right, we had 5 better ideas than we did against Gasseret, and guess what happened? You won. You won. I asked the Magic. The 2 finishes were at the top draw. Ralph Shaw's particularly was a great finish. I asked for finishes. I asked you 2 before the game, can the 9 and 10 be the winners? And I believe you got the second, Fred, is that right? Yeah. So you can't ask any more of that from your 2 centre forwards, a goal each and into the next round.
Best game of football we've ever been to would probably be harking back sometime, but it'd be in 2000. It'd be Ipswich versus Barnsley, a playoff final. And growing up in Ipswich, and Mel managed to take me to Portman Road and my grandparents, and been a sort of lifelong Ipswich Town fan. Not such a thing to shout about in recent years, but yeah, the 2000 Wembley Cup final, 4-2 to Ipswich Town. Cheers, Dan. Good catch that, eh? I'll be playing goal in Furlong in the future. 4-2 Barnsley, Wembley. Ipswich winning, come out 4-2 winners, and then getting promoted, and seeing people on the bridges on the way home up the A12. Memories I'll never forget. Just wish we had more success more recently, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
The one thing I will say, and this is not meant any disrespectful or to ruin your evening tonight. If we're going to beat a pro club, at any stage in the game, I can't have more than 1 player on 6.5 out of 10. You're going to need to be at 7s and 8s.
Not necessarily from my age group, but having been involved in the first team dressing room a few times, I actually think Freddie said this or someone else, but I'd have to say Barry Saltintop. His taste in music is not great. He's got a few terrible tunes on his playlist, so yeah, Barry.
Is that fair? It basically means I need you individually to be on the money in 2 weeks' time, because if we're not, that game will be out. That won't be 1-0 at half time. That'll be 3 to them. Do you know what I mean? We've got to go there, and we've got to be on the money. All right. Now, what that does, where you make sure you're on the money, is you just I don't know. Maybe I've hyped you up a bit before the game, but we were all a bit, or maybe I've lost my plot a bit earlier doors. I don't know, but I just think if we hold our hands up, we were 6.5 out of 10. A lot of us, weren't we? You know, me included. And we need to bring our A game, don't we? And if we bring our A game, the group is as strong as we've ever had, innit, Gav? This group is as strong as we've ever had. So if we can just bring better ability to the table, then we might just have that enough to go down to Bristol overnight and pull something off in the drama of a cup tie.
Okay, there's a couple of contenders that I'll be vying for that title. Micaiah would be one. That would be think she's got a good shout of it. But I don't think that anyone holds a candle to Georgina Nichols. She's always got something to say. She coaches and referees, so she's got an opinion on absolutely everything.
What I will say, another thing I just want to quickly say, Harry Critchley, you're an absolute
and I will say this to the whole academy, you're an epitome of how to keep yourself match fit while you cannot play. You know, the way the yardage you covered for 85 minutes. I know you're a naturally fit boy, but even naturally fit boys don't play their first game in 6 weeks and be that sharp, mate. That's an absolute credit. You must be sleeping, you must be walking, you must be eating the right stuff, because in all that boring stuff, right? But you've got to be doing all that stuff if you want to reach the top, you know. And to put in a performance like that physically after being out for that long is a credit to you and your professionalism. All right, and we need to bring all that to the party as well.
If I had to pick one player, because obviously we've got a few decent players, but the most skillful, I'd have to say Ralph Kabangu. His feet, it's impossible to get the ball of him. His low centre of gravity, his skills, his feet, I'd have to say Ralph.
The reason we beat Hornchurch is our application on the Monday and Tuesday was of the top scorer on it. All right. The reason you beat Bowers is that you've had an ability at half time to turn it around, as well as 1 or 2 people really stepping up to the mark. All right. Enjoy your evening, but the hard work doesn't stop there. I need you in tomorrow morning. We need to be working ourselves and getting prepared for the next game. All right. But enjoy the moment for now, because you deserve it, and you're now in the second round copper. It's unbelievable.
Let's fork it out.
Let's fork it out.
I think Ralph has a point.
Let's fork it out. Hey, Jake, Ralph has one, I think.
Yeah, it's a really good question, because obviously players come here because of the football and they love their football. But they do come to us as 16-year-olds and leave as 18-year-olds. So they go for that transition of being sort of still young adults, but from just leaving school to being in an environment which isn't sixth form. The tutors are the other coaches and coaches are tutors. So what they leave with is friends for life. They leave a great life experience. We're going out to America and learn how to maybe cook their own meal under supervision. And how to, you know, and just do things like budgeting and spending money out there, and also they learn skills about their own body. So they learn how to nutritionally look after themselves, know how to deal with the media if they have anything to do with the media, and a whole encompassing course really, where they do learn how to live like a professional athlete, because you are here 4 days a week, 5 days a week you're playing on a weekend, and you need to know how to fuel and feed your body, because there is a volume of training hours and playing minutes. So all that encompassed, I think you leave as a more complete adult, if you like, with friends for life.
Absolutely fantastic to get through to the place we're still Get some food.
Right, cheers. Yes, winners.
Yeah, so you know, to get now to play pro club down in Bristol, everybody looking forward to that journey, and as we said, the aim will be to now hopefully go and beat a professional club in the F.A Youth Cup, so good night all round.